I know. Hello, hello. Welcome back. If you've joined us before, and if this is the first time, welcome to the intuitive nutrition community where we love to um, embody a concept we call love yourself, love your food. So everything we do is rooted in love, and we talk about alternative methods for health and wellness. And today we're talking about self love in action, which is self care. And in order to really embody wellness and love yourself and love your food, we have to take care of ourselves, take care of our vessels to nourish it through practices that not only support us physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, socially, right? So filling up your wellness cup so that you overflow in abundance for others. But we have to start with us first. And there's so many tools we like to provide. That's something we like to share in our monthly calls and on this channel is what we call our tasty tools. And one of the tasty tools that I really like is working with fun card decks or books and just pulling messages. So it's a way for me to be playful. It's a way for me to claim that time for self care and just see what my intuition and inner wisdom wants to say, while also getting some support, maybe from a guide. In and this book is really cool because it gives you um, it gives you kind of both perspectives. It gives you a spiritual message and it also gives you a very physical message. And it's interesting because I've been thinking about how, just to really come in a holistic approach to wellness and to make sure you do fill all of your cups and see which cup needs the most attention and where to start. And I don't even need to pull the card because it was right on top.
Cucumbers,
Yeah,
balance. Ooh,
and cucumbers. And I just love that, like, when you do choose to nourish yourself and tune into the wisdom inside and give that space to come through, messages can come through effortlessly. I didn't even need to shuffle. It was right there staring at me and I was hearing the word balance. So trust yourself, trust your own inner wisdom and what you see here. So just taking a quick moment. And Brandy, I'll invite you in to play around with this of leaning into your intuition and your wisdom and whatever wants to come through for you. What what does this card have to say to you today?
the word balance and self care go hand in hand. So, learning what is balance for you, what are the tools that you use to help balance? And for me, my number one self care is exercise. Like, I love to dance, I love to lift weights, and finding the time to do that. So, a lot of people are like, I don't have time yet to exercise. And what I would say is, you don't have to set aside an hour. You don't have to go to the gym. Like, physical activity can be gardening. It could be like even just putting on some music and dancing around the house as you're mopping the floors. Like, it can be as simple as that. So finding the time for self-care, finding the time to make sure that you're balancing all of your activities and the people that you care for, using those tools to figure out what is balance for you, because it's different for everybody.
Mm. Yeah, I love that. And where you landed with that point of authentic health. That's something that we really like to nourish here through our one-on-one coaching and our group work and free community call every month, free opportunity to fill your cup. It's around authentic health and what is healthy for one person isn't healthy for another, and really just getting to know yourself to find your own answers through what's alive for you. What discomfort or disease is present for you? What is your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body trying to tell you and point you to where you need more balance, where you need to find homeostasis inside so that you can see it in your outside world, right? So I just love that you landed on that point for authentic health there.
Mhm.
So then I'll just pull real quick in here to give um, the message from the deck, which is, again, it gives you both perspectives, which I like, and maybe there'll be a message in here for some. So the healing wisdom of cucumbers is what is seeking balance within your being right now. So that's something you can kind of pause with. Feel free to pause this message and just sit with that. Take some time to journal. But the question is, what is seeking balance within your being right now? Is it self care, relationships, work, or just life in general? Sometimes finding a life balance can be very challenging. If you give your all to work, your relationships suffer. If you give your all to your relationships, sometimes you may lose sight of yourself. The secret to finding balance is not to look for it in the everyday mundane things. The real secret is that when you are balanced within yourself via your spiritual practice and take time for self care, then there is nothing that can be out of balance. Try this. Take a deep breath and affirm balance is in my natural state of being, or I am in a balanced state of perfection. Start now. Find your way back to center. The practical gifts. When it comes to a food that creates a balanced pH, look no further than cucumbers. Filled with a high mineral content, it's best to eat them on an empty stomach to enjoy their health benefits. Loaded with silica, eat cucumbers for greater bone density, which helps those suffering from osteoporosis. Cucumbers are so refreshing that you may find them floating in your drinking water at your local spa. It's filled with vitamin K, which is good for blood clotting. Low in calories, they make the perfect snack food. Just call them salad cookies and enjoy.
Hmm. Did you say salad cookies? What did interesting. When we do our calls and when we have the right people at the right time, and I feel like when Brent and I came together today, it just flowed as self care. So when it comes back to the cucumber and balance, I think the question to ask yourself or the statement was, I am in balance, or I am, living a balanced life. A few days ago, I got a text message. Somebody needed my help, but I was feeling under the weather. So I had to make that choice. I had to set that boundary. I had to say, I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Like, I'll help you find someone else, or can you find someone else? I had to make that choice for me, because it could have been easily just drop everything and go. But like, I would have put myself in jeopardy because my cup was not full. And so if I'm not serving from a full cup, then what am I providing for someone else if my cup is not full? So balance and boundaries go hand in hand, that you have to make a choice and set that boundary so you make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because if you don't, you can't take care of anyone else.
Yeah, celebrate that. Yes. And when you do that, clearing any shame or guilt that might come up when you choose to set those boundaries that are nourishing a healthy sense of self so that you can again pour into others. So definitely going to leave you there with that invitation to reflect on what what you need to fill your cup and what boundaries do you need to set inside and out to protect your wellness so that you may overflow into the lives around you. And if you want to come join us on our monthly call and fill your cup with self-care, please, it's the third Monday of every month, 7 to 8 Eastern. You'll see all the links below. And then subscribe to our channel, because we love to jump on here and give more tips and tools and fill each other's cup through the practice of love. Until next time.